poiki.
Who am I?
December 5th, 1965. This is where my story begins.
Morning. Another beautiful day, as you saw looking out my door this morning. Sunday, so I didn't bother getting up too early. It's Surfer Joe's probably already up here. Northwest wind forecasted early. It's probably junky already down there, but no matter what, I'm going to go look. Yeah, my little novelties at Ladies Left, it's probably not going to work. Just with Surfer Joe on Sunday. Sunday Joe. Brought my boogie board. Never know. MCL's broken ankle, that area could be doing it. And north end of MCL, where it meets broken ankle with northwest wind, sometimes can handle it and be like a kind of offshore effect. At least when you're on the wave, blowing into the tubes. Yeah, I'm hoping. Otherwise, just come back up here and do some work. You know, got to get a lot of this stuff done. Our rain's starting early this year. Supposed to rain last night or the night before, and it didn't. But you know, it's that time of year where they'll forecast it and it doesn't happen, or they forecast it and it happens, or they don't forecast it and it happens. Yeah, I think those people get paid probably quite a bit of money to do their job. I'm assuming. I mean, they're like official people. I wish I could get paid to do my job and not do it right. It just seems like when I was a kid in the 70s, they were way more on the ball. They didn't say this is what's going to happen. They would be like 30% chance of rain. And it might not rain. 50% chance of rain. It might rain. 20% chance of rain. It's probably not going to rain. But at least all those chances of rain, if it did, and it only rained for like 2 minutes, they weren't wrong. But now it's like they try to like be so better than the next guy. You know, especially these guys on the news, on the TV shows, the TV news, where they're like rock stars with their green screen and pointing at the things, you know, like, oh, the low here and the high here, and they're combining, they're going to make a superstorm, an atmospheric river. Yeah, they're classic because these guys are morons, but they're known on their channel. I wish I could be a moron like that. I'm just a moron like me, as you guys see. I forecast that today is going to be sunny with clouds. All right, well, it's going to be another hot day today, and waves are really junky. It actually ended up being glassy, really glassy down here. A hint of a bump because the wind outside that's going to be coming in later, but otherwise it is glassy, and waves just are not that good. It's the west dropped, so it's showing the South Pole still, but it's again a combo west and south. Everywhere's junk. And yeah, it's Sunday, so it doesn't matter how junky it is. Surfers from town, you know, in Surf City, lame. I don't know what else to say without cussing. They're lame. It's like it's not good, and they're all there. They're there. So I just randomly, since it's small enough, I could see south in the water. I just thought I'd go look at sea monkeys just for the heck of it, and it's crossed up, but it is glassy. And for how everywhere else is so mushy, like it's like top to top. It's not top to bottom. It's top to top. The waves are like this. They're not like this. They're not like this. They're not like that. they're like this, and everyone's pumped. They're like pumped. It's like off the lip. There's no lip. That's a shoulder. The whole wave is a shoulder, top to top. I mean, how are you getting pitched on a top to top wave? They are. Not like I'm some shredder. But anyway, at least sea monkeys, it comes a little more out of deeper water. It's quicker transition from the deep to the reef. And it's not throwing tubes, but it's standing up. It's got a lip, you know. And granted, it's a novelty. Haven't had a chance to get a real surf session in yet since I've started this channel. You know, it's the time of year we're in. It's a transition. Things are going from this season to that season. Summer's always an iffy season here anyway. It can be like last 2 summers were not good. Just were not good. And I mean, maybe in town it takes the south and it blocked by the wind. But up here where it's like whenever we had a good south, it was so nuclear winds. It was horrible. The winds were so bad. If you tried to sit at the peak, you're gone. You're just blown down the beach like a sailboat. And it's like it's so bad. Why would you go out in the wind anyway? I mean, I'm not a kiteboarder. I don't windsurf. The wind's stupid. The only time wind is good is when there's wind in Mexico. Huge wind that they're bummed on. And we're getting an insane south swell up here. Or there's wind in New Zealand, you know, the cyclones, and we're getting southwest. Or there's wind like typhoons over in Japan, and we're getting insane straight west swells. Insane. Very rare, but insane. And then we get the wind up in what is that? Like the Aleutians. But you get wind up there, you know, and it's like we get our northwests. Too north, There's a spot in town that we used to surf this. It's a semi-slab, high tide slab. Weekend rim riders riding by. Bikes with their touring stuff. But yeah, so in town there was a high tide slab that we would surf, you know, on or north swell. You needed north swell. And it was insane. Back bending into itself, like take off on the bowl and just wrinkle at the bottom. You aim under the wrinkle, just stand up barrels. And then as soon as you come out, the wave's just bending back in itself. And so you're like, come out of the barrel and you're not bottom turning, going up and hit. You're coming out of the barrel and going straight up. Bam, rodeo flips, you know, and I'm on a 9-foot single fin. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing it. It's not good, but I'm going to go get a couple sea monkey waves. Just a couple. The west swell's going to just ruin it, but every now and then you get one of those little souths. I'm just going to try to at least get, you know, maybe 2 or 3 waves. It gets spooky sitting out there alone sometimes. It's September. The big whiteys are coming back, you know, and it's that time of year, and it's just like you blank it out of your mind. They don't really want us, but it's a fact. Not that I haven't seen them. I've seen them out here at Sea Monkeys. Spooky. I've seen quite a few of them, and so far they don't seem to want us, you know. Every now and then someone gets bit. Not very often, so knock on my noggin here. I'm gonna jinx myself, but I'm gonna go get a couple. Yeah, so it's always a good thing when I get to the trailhead at the top of the bluff and I come around the trees and the bush, and first thing I see is a little sea monkey peeling off. So I'm looking out right now and it's just a westerly set, so blah. So basically, here goes nothing. You've seen my footage of sea monkeys, so on a good day, here goes nothing. Not like there's any tubes. Well, so far no good. Just been duck diving these really mushy west swell sets. On the paddle out saw a small south, but just waiting still. South swells though, long ways between sets. guess I got one little left. One bigger one that the chop screwed me up on. So I'll call that a win-win for a dress rehearsal. Mushy West swell right to come in on. Oh well. Life is good. All right, just got back home. Yeah, had a pretty meager, but well worth the dress rehearsal. Always worth it getting wet, unless it's so horrible that it's just a pain in the butt to get in and out of your wetsuit and it's so cold that you never are like feeling good that you got wet. But yeah, it's hot as hell today. It's really hot. Too hot to go work down on the driveway. I just went and did a Costco run, got back home, got Bandito out of the house. It's way too hot. He's on my bumper where he's got some shade, some water. I'm gonna trim out some more ceanosis back behind our pool, but I'm gonna wait. It's just too hot. Heat of the day like this. It's like 2 o'clock, the heat of the day. And I think I'm just going to go jump in the pool, grab a book, and just sit and read and get back in the pool, and then sit and read, and get back in the pool and sit and read, and just keep cool until a little bit later today when the temperatures allows me to do some more work.